Making babies should be one of the greatest joys of life. But for so many who want to be parents, it's the opposite.
Mothers. For so many who want to be single mothers. Guys, I don't know how I'm going to release these, but very possibly back with 60 Minutes in Australia, and the ridiculousness of this story, I believe, is a part of the reason why I got tagged in it. I mean, Old Glory, you've been tagging me in a lot of 60 Minutes Australia pieces. Let's continue. Oh, and by the way, yeah, she can get it. She's all right. She's very attractive.
Despite a deep longing, the body isn't always willing. Science tries to help, but even then, there are no guarantees. And
so when she sits there and says the body isn't willing, she means that our women have hit the wall, and now they're looking around like, oh yeah, I want a baby, and the body's not willing. The body's no longer able because they sat there and wasted their youths on being feminist and career women and all this other fun shit. Let's keep going.
Bureaucracy complicates the formula. The outcome is often heartbreak. Quite unbelievably, in the last few years in Australia, it's actually become tougher for people struggling to start a family.
Women, single women, and men too, but for different reasons. Trust me, they have no interest in dudes in this story at all. This is all about old feminists and trying to and their struggles when getting pregnant. But she's sitting there saying, people and starting families. No, it's old single women who want the kid without a father. All right, for the most part, just something to love. They actually start thinking about their legacy and what they leave behind here on this earth.
So why can't we make the path to parenthood easier?
The fuck you mean? How easier does it need to be? All right, ladies, you've been raised to believe that you and a male life trajectory should be the same, and unfortunately, it's not. It really isn't. We have not a lot more time, but a little bit more time to do the family thing than you do. And this right here, what we're witnessing is, the fruits of the seed sown, the feminist seed sown. Let's keep going.
Sticky tape and a homemade flyer might be an unorthodox.
Okay, so as you can see, this woman has put up flyers. Help seeking altruistic egg donor. Are you 18 to 32 years old, blondish, curly hair, blue eyes like me? And you'll notice they never bring up the specifications. That's why I'm talking about it right now, because they never bring up the fact that she's like, are you 18 to 32 year old, blondish, curly hair, blue eyes like me? And well, let's just see.
Way of trying to grow your family.
Help seeking egg donor.
On posters plastered.
That's not blonde. That's not blonde. Is that red hair? It looks more like a redhead.
Across suburban Sydney, Emma, as she wants us to call her, is spelling out her desperate search for an egg donor.
Would you consider doing a round of IVF?
Do you think she's 18 to 32? I don't think she's 18 to 32. I'm sorry, ma'am. It's something about those bags that scream a little older than 32.
For me and donating your eggs. My eggs are no good and I desperately want a baby. What an incredible gift. Thank you for reading my note.
Here's the thing. You had time to have that baby when your eggs were good. And now it's like I find it strange how instead of sitting here going along with the biology, we've completely stepped away from that biological reality, and now you're like, oh well, please somebody give me your eggs, and it's like, whoa, lady, maybe not. And once again, I don't believe you're 32. Emma,
these posters are a last resort for you.
Posters are definitely a last resort. On a very low day, I just decided that I had no other choice but to type up a little flyer and go and stick it on some trees, hoping that someone would just...
Her eyes are blue, though. I'll give her that. Her eyes are blue, but I'm still not getting the blonde thing.
Read one and connect with it and maybe just feel like being an angel.
Emma has unwittingly become the poster girl for fertility struggles in Australia.
I don't believe you there, ma'am. I don't believe it was unwitting at all. I believe that, she does want the kid and stuff like that, but where would the child's father be? Where's the sperm in this equation? Because it's one thing to have eggs, but you also need sperm in this scenario as well. Where are you getting that from?
Poster girl for fertility struggles in Australia. It's an unspoken battle so many women here face, and while you'd think scientific advances would make the path to parenthood easier...
No. We ain't talking about scientific advancements. No, biology, it was super easy at the time when you were fertile. It's just... No, scientific advancements... Of all the things for science to be worrying about, science is always worrying about the wrong shit. And there are, I guess there's cloning. There's tons of things that they're working on out in Japan and other places where, maybe eventually these services will become commercialized, but ultimately, as far as the individual, that's not something you can never really lean on a scientific advancement. What you should really be doing is trying to live a life that, lends itself to, feeling these joys that you want to feel, as opposed to withering away, and waiting until you get into, an older state to say, oh, now I want a family and now I want to do kids and the whole nine. It's just, and instead of, spreading that idea, right? What's 60 Minutes doing right here? They're sitting here like, no. It's not her fault. She bears absolutely no responsibility in any of this. She didn't waste her youth. Don't think that, young ladies. No, don't think that. Don't think that at all. No. We want you out here living like her, because by the time you get to her age, we'll have those scientific... Do not rely on that shit, okay? Science is awesome. I shit you not. It's pretty sweet, but I wouldn't sit there and just when you have the opportunity to just do it yourself, do it. Okay? Don't sit there and waste that time, because it's time time is that one thing we never get back, guys. Ever.
That doesn't seem to be the case.
The options here are very limited. It's not okay. This is the 21st...
No! The fuck do you mean it's not okay? It's life! See, one of the things that amazes me, one of the reasons I do those TikTok videos with young women who are sitting there talking about the gender thing, one of the reasons I really just despise the idea of gender is because, people like biology speaks more to the true science as to what makes us as human beings. And there are certain things that, certain things that biologically are just set in stone. And the pathway towards, having that big family, having the family that you want, particularly for the young ladies, is, make sure you get those eggs nice and sprayed while you're good and fertile. It's fair. And to sit here and pretend as if, oh no, it isn't, when guess what? Life has happened long before you. Life will continue after you are gone. So thusly, just accept some shit as it is. No. Now that you made your choices and everything else, oh no, it's unfair. Now I want to pout. Now I want to make Australia pay for some shit that honestly, it's not really, is it really worth it when guess what? You are one of but billions who lived before you. I'm sorry, but none of us, present company included, are really all that important in the grand scheme of things. So 60 minutes, I see what you're doing is bullshit. Like, I completely get why I was tagged in it. And really, lady, you made your bed. And at some point, I mean, I know she ain't because, vagina, but you gotta lie in it. You gotta accept, you gotta take the L and just keep it pushing. God bless you. I wish no harm upon you. But at the same time, I mean, no, this isn't Australia's problem. This isn't the Australian taxpayers' problem. It's yours. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead and do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here. Very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Actually go in the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? I'm sorry, guys. And trust me, I am no one to sit here and judge anyone's life choices, but this right here, when it comes to just respecting biology, that's something I have always done. And it's just like, oh man, when I was a kid, I learned. I was like, okay, so I got a little bit longer, not a lot longer, but I got a little bit longer than sis on over there. And yeah, I've respected and lived according to that. And unfortunately, we've been raised for the past 40, 50 years. We've been raising people not to see things in that manner, to see things, particularly our young ladies, to see things as, yeah, you can hang with the boys and all this other shit. Y'all on the exact same timeline. No, we are not. But you may disagree, and if you do, I mean, come at me, bro. Talk to me in the comments, all right? Until the next one.
Just the man I want to see. You know Chandra. Hey, what's going on, Chandra?
Tech, I swear it is not what it looks like.
Don't you lie to me. That was always my line to you, and it always was what it looked like.
Jimmy, you're thinking with your dick.
I am not thinking with my dick.
Yes, you are.
No, I just think that
Put
she's
your dick away.
she's an emotional,
Jim.
interesting, caring girl.
Jimmy, that's your dick talking.